What's up, y'all? Okay, so I guess fall melons are a thing. Let me show you what I mean. So, you know how they be talking about, oh yeah, melons love the heat and all this kind of stuff. I'm not saying that they don't. I think they tolerate the heat just fine. I think they're one of the plants that do okay in the heat. But however, I have noticed for some reason, when it gets so hot, they'll quit setting fruit for me. Oh, let me not scratch. I'm scratching the skin. This one, I hand pollinated, I want to say yesterday. This one I hand pollinated 2 days ago. This one was this size yesterday. Just to show you how fast they swell. This is my hand in here. This ain't a real big melon. It's probably, I don't know, 5 pounds or so. Okay, that's not a female, that's a male. I hand pollinated a female yesterday. I don't necessarily see the vine or the flower. It was over here something. It was up there, I think. Over there somewhere. I don't know. Anyway. But, so, you see these 2. 3. Here's another good size one. That's 4. I had some other ones on here. They got blossoming right and they aborted themselves. So, but yeah, these melons, they seem to want to put on a little bit. Especially after I harvested. I harvested 2 of them. One of them, the vine kind of split. It was still attached to the melon, but it was split, and I could tell nothing was actually going to the melon itself. So that particular one, I feel like wasn't gonna make it anyway. I think that's that female up there that I pollinated. Yeah, it is. So yesterday, y'all, I did this one. I don't know if that's gonna take or not. Sometimes you don't know until, you know, a day or 2 later when they actually start to swell, or when you just out here and you find melons. But that's one little. Let me go over here and get some candy. I don't know, I already ate about 6 of these this morning. I came out here and a bunch of them here fell on the ground. Child. Their sweetness. The sweetness. But anyway, there's so many of them still on here. It's hard not to want to eat them all. But you got to save some for seed. And I find that Quincy ain't gonna come get them cans. Quincy, tell a lie, boy. You can't listen. But tell a lie. Anyhow. But I'm gonna take y'all back here to my Santa Claus melons. Now, Nature 9 and the family said he had been wanting some seeds for Santa Claus melons. And I told him if I can get a melon to take, I'll definitely send him some seeds. Because all I need is 1 melon. Y'all know how these melons are. Melons have, you know, way more than 50 seeds in them. They have 100-some seeds. And I usually don't have a germination problem out of my seeds. The only time I have germination problems if it's seeds that's finicky to germinate anyway. Like thyme, celery, stuff like that. That stuff is finicky to germinate anyway. But all my other stuff generally germinates. Unless I, you know, made some kind of serious error, which I try my best not to do that. I'm not saying that I'm foolproof, but I try to watch that, especially when it comes to saving seeds, because I know sometimes people ask me for seeds. So on these melons, I have been hand pollinating, y'all, with the exception of the last few days. I had been hand pollinating every day. Every day I was seeing at least 1 to 2 females, and I'm like, none of these freaking females are taking. Like every time I would come out here and later on, I'll see if I can find one. I mean, like for instance, I hand pollinated that one. I don't know if that's gonna take or not. This one is a little bit bigger. That one might take. But like, I will come out here, this one here, I hand pollinated it. I don't know if it's gonna take or not. You see how little it is. See, they'll get to about this size and then they were slowing down, and I was like, well, maybe ain't none of these gonna take. So I may not even be able to send them those seeds if I don't get no melon. Because I don't have no more Santa Claus melon seeds. Dan sent me these seeds. And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't plant them the year he sent them to me. He sent them to me about, oh look, a ladybug larva. Can y'all see it? Anyway, he sent them to me a couple of years ago, and I didn't have nowhere to plant them, and I wanted to plant them somewhere where I could give them a good chance. 2 of them right next to each other. You see how much bigger those are? So those took. So, well, hopefully they'll make it all the way to. But I was going around. Some say, look in here. Didn't know about that mamma jamma right there. So I got to come out here and get me some slings. And I'll tell y'all about that. I did it a few years back. If y'all remember, I had some melons that I grew up on a trellis like that. If you're going to grow your melons up on a trellis like that, please don't think that they can hang and they'll be ripe. The weight of the melon sometimes, because understand that melons don't naturally grow like this here. In nature, they may grow up on some vegetation, kinda, but it's not gonna be that far from the ground. And understand the weight of your melons might make your melons drop. You know, that where the stem meets the melon can get weak, where it's dangling. So that one that's dangling, I'm not gonna leave it dangling like that. I'm going to sling it up and tie the sling to the cage, so that the sling is taking the weight of the melon and not the actual vine itself. I'm seeing another one. See, you stand back, that one's bigger. So I got 4 potentials, and then these right here that I don't know what they're gonna do. 1, 2, and then 3 down here. I got a feeling that little baby down there ain't gonna take. But yeah, I had been for a long time. These melons quit. They wouldn't set fruit for nothing. It got hot, drought, all that. We kind of back under a drought again, because I'm going to show y'all my rain barrel. They back almost empty. Back again. We got all that rain. Them 2 days. Solid rain. And the ground was good and nice and saturated. And I did my best to try to keep it. See, this one ain't that bad. See how far down that one is? There shouldn't hardly be no AC water. Just about nothing in those. And when it's not rainwater helping me out, look at it, down there almost to the bottom. When there's no rainwater helping me out, down to the bottom. More than halfway down. More than halfway down. More than halfway down. Y'all see my tadpoles in this one. Almost to the bottom. When I don't have the rain helping me out, it takes more water to keep the soil moist. It hasn't been blazingly hot. It's been in high 80s, low 90s. High 80s, low 90s. But like I said, we back to this. You know, we were supposed to get rain all these days and didn't rain. I need all the meteorologists to go on and retire. All these degree programs where you can get a degree in meteorology, just close all that up, because none of it means anything. I'm sick of you all coming on telling me how, oh, there's an 80% chance of rain, and when I go outside, it looks like this. Not a cloud in the sky. I'm so sick of that. It don't make sense. And they don't say any retractions. They don't do anything. They just go on about their day after they done lied to you. You know, I'm not in the field of meteorology. I'm also not in the business of lying to folks, see. But anyhow, y'all don't pay this no mind, because these little people, you try to save the cans. You know, the people like to come collect the cans because they like to go scrap them and get them a few dollars. But then when you put the can on that phone, they don't show up. So guess what? My neighbor, it's a lady that regularly, y'all remember a long time ago when I got tickled at the woman who was backing over the cans, and I said, Kathy Brooks. See, Kathy Brooks got good sense. Kathy Brooks, when she go cash in cans, she get over $1,000. But see, Kathy Brooks be cashing in all kind of cans. And guess what? Kathy Brooks religiously comes over here and gets his cans. I'm not fooling with that Negro talking about he'll be back. It's been some hours. Them cans ain't finna sit in my yard like that. Know what he think this is? He gonna be looking real crazy. He always do that. When he about had full, he you know, his priorities is low. But when he Need you. He wants you to jump. I gave that nigga a couple of hours. So these little brown burn up leaves, I've been breaking them out for more. I'm either gonna leave them there to compost or whatever. But let me show y'all this. This is the one thing I forgot to spray. And if you think I'm lying, you see that over there and ate up. The other places ain't ate up. I forgot to spray this one. And baby, they come over here and just ate this up. And they really don't like to eat the curly stuff. They prefer this here. But I sprayed this with my spinosad a while back. And it, you know, it's not eating this. So, you know, in case you think spinosad don't work, because you see in the holes. And a lot of this stuff was all damaged. That I just didn't break out of it. Broke out a lot of this damage. Still don't have no damage. Y'all remember all that I broke off? I don't know if I need to edit my greens harvest video. I need to harvest these lady cream peas. I need to harvest them. There's quite a few on here. I try to harvest them in a way that I don't break. Sometimes you see where the new flower comes in, that's where some more buds gonna come in and some more peas gonna come. And sometimes you can pull it and snap it right off, and you snap the tip off and snap off your little young peas and everything. But it's all right, because as you can see, they're gonna continue to make what they're gonna make. Cause these peas, I don't do nothing to them. I don't even feed these peas other than the fertilizer that's already in my water. I don't put no fertilizer on these peas. I don't know that mess. I'm not sure what kind of tomato this is. I don't know if it's black cherry or what. It kind of grows like black cherry. See how thick the stem is? Black cherry is the only tomato that I've ever grown that has a fairly thick stem on it. Because it'll get like a tree on you in a minute. Don't take no time. And before I get out of here, I want to show y'all one last thing, because really this is about the melons. But I've been had some things going on in the garden that, you know, I just didn't anticipate. So, y'all remember I cut the heads off them tomatoes. Don't they look better now? They look so pretty. But I have, first of all, let me stand you up in here. But it's some tomatoes, some mini San Marzanos right there, getting ripe. But you see how it's just, they're just, now that it has cooled off and the tomatoes can do what they want. Once again, fall tomatoes, fall melons. I may start only doing tomatoes in the fall. I don't know. But you see how I had cut all these off? Now this one's probably growing the slowest out of all of them that I cut off. But let me break this off. But just like this little branch here is brand new. And let me see how this is growing. I'm gonna try to get you on up in the cage a little better. Because these tomatoes have a tendency. And then you drooping like I ain't even watered you. That's crazy. But yeah, so don't be afraid if tomatoes get too gangly or they never did set fruit and they just all at the bottom. Just cut the lop the heads off. And they'll put on some more suckers and growth at the bottom. And you won't even have to deal with all that. You just go on about your business. But I do want to show y'all one last thing. If I hold up, I'm gonna try to be careful not break off. Look at all that. Look at all those peppers. Look at all those peppers. Look at all these peppers. Look at that. Can y'all see that? And you know, I was saying that this is Bishop's Crown. I may be a liar. This may be, I'm gonna have to pay attention. This may be Scotch bonnet. I'm gonna go back in here and see, do Scotch bonnet have these kind of leaves or them other curly leaves? If it's got these more flat leaves, this is Scotch bonnet, because I got one of these suckers. Or this is a red Scotch bonnet. If this is, but whatever, this is the same pepper over here though. I know that much. But yeah, just pepper after pepper after pepper. They are hot when you, but now I don't think they're Scotch bonnets, because Scotch bonnets I thought was hot when they're green too. Somebody tell me, somebody in the comments tell me, are they hot when they're green too, the Scotch bonnets? I would think they would be. Now I want to show y'all this. These fish peppers, y'all gonna get sick of me and these fish peppers. But I have never seen anything, not only just pretty, just interesting. So if you look at these, can y'all see the purple that's in the leaves? And can you kind of see that that flower is not fully purple, it's like purple and white. Some of your purple flowers be all the way purple. When they all the way purple, it's like the pepper come out all the way purple. When they purple and white like that, let me show you how the pepper come out. Because see, if you see these flowers are white with a purple edge, the peppers be purple and either green or purple and kind of yellowish. And then I've got some peppers, if I can find some, that are just like a striped green. Here's one. Now these, the flowers were all white. Here's another one. The flowers were all white on those. And then just like this one here, the flower was all purple. But I'm telling y'all, these fish peppers, y'all, not only they pretty, you got to give them a go. These here are Sharapita. I think that's Ahi Sharapita. They turn orange when they're ripe. I don't see any ripe out here. I picked some out. And they are good. They have a kind of sweet tropical taste. But they, woo, when you get up by them seeds, I'm telling you now, they're hot. For a little bit of pepper, they are hot. But they are good. And just look how big the bush is and how prolific. I mean, I don't know if you can tell because most of the peppers are green, but it's just peppers everywhere on here. Just peppers everywhere. And the bees have been working my eggplant. So you can see my Turkish eggplant. I have eggplant that have set, but I ain't gonna keep y'all no longer. I just wanted to show y'all what was going on out here in the garden. The puppies do eat green beans. The green beans started setting. Just like, see here. I'll take that well. I done took off a whole branch like a fool. See, this is why you're supposed to be out here with your clippers or what have you. But, and look, this has quickly turned into a harvest video. Very just like that. See y'all, this video just metamorphosizes from one thing to the next. He wants to go after that. He wants to. Let's see. I just keep finding. If I can quit tearing off whole branches, it would be nice. I'm just trying to get the beans, y'all. I can't see. Look at that whole branch. So I don't know if this is harvesting or pruning. Okay. Well, I'm going to let that be that. There's a handful of those. So once again, if your green beans act a fool on you when it get hot, y'all just let them woo-saw. And when it get cool, they'll go back to making. They surely will. They'll go back to making coffee. And even though most of my little wax beans got smothered out down here, look at that. Wax bean. I've been getting wax beans, green beans. See what I'm saying? This ain't but one plant. I get a little something off of here. I pruned back some of this here, cause good Lord, it was just overtaken. But yeah, y'all. So we done talked about melons harvesting, peppers. Yeah, y'all. So we done covered a few things. I got these peppers over here. They starting to make peppers. They got flowers on them. But hell, I don't even know what kind of pepper that is. I wonder if it's the same thing that's up here. Let me show y'all right quick. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna quit saying that, cause I keep holding you. Y'all don't watch me 5 minutes of the video in. How you won't hear me say it. But can y'all see up in there all the peppers dangling? It's just peppers dangling, dangling, dangling. Y'all, I don't know what that is. I can't remember what that is. I'm sure it's hot. But yeah, y'all. I just wanted to say my garden is finally looking like my garden. It's not looking like birds just happen to randomly crap out a bunch of seeds everywhere. So I'm real happy about that. I got volunteers up here. Just so much different stuff. Look at the volunteer cow peas or some kind of pea. Volunteer watermelons. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Garfield and the puppies got into the watermelon seeds. And knocked them down. That don't mean, oh, and the people that ask for watermelon seeds, I'm gonna send you seeds out. I ain't forgot about you. I mean, you can't grow them not know how. Cause it ain't enough season. I know Penny told me don't, it ain't no rush or whatever. But I just want to let you know, I ain't forgot about this. It ain't before people. But I got your seeds. But they did knock down some, and I got the vast majority of them up. But as you can see, I missed some. Because I got rogue watermelons coming up, and then they have the nerve to actually look like something. So I don't know. I may try to feed them and see can I get some melons. I might try. I don't think I am though. I don't think I got enough time left, y'all. But yeah, but everything's looking good. I've been doing my best to keep everything watered. So we're gonna see how I do with that. The greens are already starting to grow back after I harvest it. They already got some big leaves back on them. So and I'm gonna tell you, them greens was good. Yes, indeed. I'm talking about. I sat on the porch and picked those greens and washed them and ate them that day, honey. Ain't nothing like nothing fresh out the garden, just fresh, just eating in season. Ain't nothing like it. But anyhow, look at all those yellow leaves. Now y'all know that's going in. All those, y'all know that's going in. Which comment in there? Which comment? My water bins back there, my fertilizer. Them yellow leaves ain't gonna mount up to nothing. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna leave y'all with a look over the garden. I watered this real good this morning, so hopefully by 1 o'clock it won't be drooping and looking a fool. My sweet potatoes is still just growing everywhere. That's my foot. You see how big that leaf is. I've never had sweet potato leaves this big. But y'all stay tuned, because I'm gonna do some cooking videos with sweet potato leaves, okra leaves, and squash leaves. I've never tried the okra leaves or the squash leaves. So I'm going to try those. I'm going to cook them on camera, and I'm going to taste them and tell y'all what they taste like. Because y'all know I got this kush out down here. When I grew this kush out, I knew I wasn't going to have enough season probably to get a kush out. But I knew I could do the leaves. I figured I could probably see about the leaves. I don't know how all this dirt got up here. Oh, because I had some muddy water I slung in there. Anyway. But yeah, oh, did I have my finger over there? I probably did. And I hope I'm doing anybody who grows Jamaican sorrel, I hope I'm doing you proud, because, baby, this here is just gorgeous. And it's blooming. Y'all see the flowers? It's just blooming. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Steadily counting flowers. And it's just so many buds and things coming. So, and by the way, when you harvest these, if you got enough time, enough heat left, you can get a second harvest off of them. Or like if you just harvest the big ones that's already flowered, that got a seed part in them, they'll keep on making. You don't have to pull your plant. I don't pull my stuff till it's dead. Y'all know how I do. But anyway, till next time. See you guys later.